Just like in our students, our motivation depends on our cognitive load. Joe was a 3-year-old teacher. Although he didn't have much experience, but his lessons were quite engaging. His students could understand everything he said, and they knew exactly what to do. Because of that, many of his students felt that they will always be able to learn something from his lessons. So how did Joe achieve that? He practiced. Every time he gave instructions, he tried to make it clearer, more bite-sized, and easier to understand. By right, if he continues to do this for another 3 years, he will become an inspiring teacher who could engage all students. Then, he will be able to become a senior teacher, which was always his dream. But there was a problem. Some colleagues told him that if he wanted to be a senior teacher, he needed to do more. He had to try many attack tools, differentiated instructions, and assessment strategies. Being good at giving instructions is too fundamental, too basic, and nobody would think highly of him. After hearing that, Joe became very stressed. He thought he was doing fine. He worked so hard every day, and his students were becoming more engaged, more motivated. But nobody seems to care. Within a few months, he became jaded. During the word review, he told his HOD that he had no aspiration. He just wanted to be a happy, ordinary teacher. So why the sudden change in aspiration? Just like in our students, our motivation depends on our cognitive load. Even when deep inside us, we want to do well, but cognitive overload can trigger a fight or flight response. So what will happen during this fight or flight situation? We get frustrated, we get angry, and we'll be resistant to change. That was what happened to Joe. His mind was all about improving his instructions. As such, there was no bandwidth left to think about other things. Suddenly, he had to think about trying new strategies, and the feeling of being looked down on gave him cognitive overload. That was why he became unmotivated. Actually, if he continues to focus on improving his instructions, approaches such as DI or attack will be easy for him. That's because every one of these strategies requires giving many instructions. Simon Sinek is a very inspiring speaker, yet he continues to focus on improving his fundamentals, making his speeches clearer, more succinct, and easier to understand. And he will spend hundreds of hours just to prepare one speech. He knew that without a strong fundamentals, nothing will work. It's the same with teaching. We may want to try DI assessment or IBL, but do you think they will work if our instruction is not even engaging enough? Cognitive overload is real in professional learning. Many teachers got jaded because they worked so hard to improve on their fundamentals, only to be told that they were not doing enough. If we want to develop ourselves, we must first be motivated to do it. That means that we should not be overwhelmed ourselves with too much too soon. Just like in all learning, we have to start small, really small, and then we do it as often as we can. As long as we take small, manageable steps, we will continue to be motivated, and soon we'll be able to apply more complex strategies.